Year had passed and Katie was now in college. She still had a little bedwetting problem, but her YouTube channel was finally monetized, and everything was going really well for her. She had a new boyfriend and made videos every week to teach people how to conquer bedwetting, how to stay dry, and how to use protection if absolutely necessary. But one day, something happened. She had just returned from a college class after having a great lecture from her favorite English professor, Mr. Fishwick. She even started a new YouTube channel that shows people how to conquer bedwetting in college. It was simply named How to Survive College as a Bedwetter. She also started a local support group with her best friend, Jane. However, when Katie received an email, she began to cry. "Jane, what do I do? I accidentally put the same video on 2 channels, and I think I'm copying someone else's video." "Tell them. Just call them and explain it to them," Jane said. Katie began to cry even more. I can't explain it to them," she said. "Why not?" Jane asked. "Because once they demonetize me, I have no way of contacting them." Jane was unsure what to do, but then she thought for a moment. "Katie, stay there. Don't do anything but pack your bags. Don't forget your diapers." Jane was also a bedwetter, too scared to go to college, but because of Jane's videos, she was now a college student. 10 minutes had passed, and Katie was sitting on the couch with a Kleenex in her hand. The next thing she knew, her friend Jane was at the door. She swung it open, because she had the key, and yelled out as loudly as she could, "Katie, we're going on a road trip." Katie, still crying, replied, "I'm in no mood." But Jane was not taking no for an answer. "This is not a fun road trip. This is a business one," she insisted. "Business? Jane?" Katie was confused. Determined, Jane replied, "We're going to WalkTube headquarters." "We can't," Katie retorted, but refused to be silenced. Jane always had a bit of a rambunctious nature and was a bit of a rebel. The next thing Katie knew, Jane walked in holding tons of bags, at least 10 of them. "I got snacks and I even got those special extra thick, extra absorbent bedwetting diapers," Jane announced. "The ones that feel like baby diapers? I hate that," Katie muttered. "So do I, but it may be hard to stop drinking fluids after 10 o'clock if we're on a road trip, you know," Jane replied. "Come on," she encouraged. Katie sat there and thought for a bit, then began to whisper back in a small, wishful voice, "Fine, let's do it." "We have a long day tomorrow. Better get ready for bed," Jane said. "Should we set an alarm to remind us to get up in the middle of the night to pee?" Katie asked. "Not tonight, so you better put on the best protection you can," Jane countered. The next day, Katie and Jane were getting ready for the trip. "Jane, did you remember to pack extra disposable bags? You know, for the trip, so we can put all our night underwear in it," Katie asked. "Do you think you're talking to? I've been watching your videos for years, and I saw your video about being a bedwetter on a trip. I saw all the great tips," Jane replied. "Thank you, Jane. You know how to make a girl feel better," Katie said. Katie and Jane spent the rest of the morning packing their bags. It was about 11:30, and they had just finished packing. Jane got behind the wheel and they took off, 500 miles to go. Katie thought it would be a good idea to document her experience to show people how you can live a normal life with nocturnal enuresis. They were about 50 miles into their trip, and it was about time for their first stop. They pulled into a small hotel on the side of the road and ordered a 2-bedroom suite. As they were bringing the bags to the car, a girl about 10 years old approached Katie with her mom and dad. "My daughter loves your videos. Before your videos, it was almost impossible for us to go on vacation," the mom began. Katie blushed and thanked the mother. "Thank you, I try to do my best," she responded. This story has a strong theme of overcoming personal challenges and supporting others facing similar issues. The characters are well developed, and their actions align with their motivations. The storyline about addressing a problem, end of part 1.